Oh, why hello there everyone, and welcome to another episode of Teddy Cooks. On this episode, we'll be making some flatbread. Now to make our flatbread, again, we must get our ingredients. So let's have a run through again, shall we? We will need some strong flour for this one, not the ordinary flour. We need to make sure that this stuff here is strong. Are you strong, flour? He doesn't answer. He must be a tough guy. We'll also need some yeast as well, otherwise our bread will not rise. It will just sink into a sad pile in the tray, and that would not be fun. We'll also need some of this stuff here. It's called water. Pour some. We'll also need a tad of salt as well. Not a huge pot like this, but you'll need a little bit. Just a little bit. Not all of it. If you have all of it, it will taste horrible. It'd be a good idea to get yourself some bacon as well. We could just cook bacon and eat it. Wouldn't that be a much better idea? What, no? Fine, we'll make the flatbread too. We'll also need a huge block of cheese as well. Why don't you come away with me, cheese? Let's go this way. Away from everywhere else. Yum, yum, yum. First things first, we'll need to measure out 250 grams of strong flour. Scales, are you up for the challenge? After recent events, we'll move back to the tried and trusted method of pouring things into the scales now. Are you ready, flour? My God, this stuff is strong. Come here. Just let me get a good grip on it. There we go. Careful. In we go. Now, 250 grams. Go. Are we there yet? A little bit more. Phew, there we go. 250 grams. Now let's just pull this flour away. Come here, you. Out of the way. There we go. Up. Done! Hooray! Now that we have that measured out, we can add our yeast and salt into the mixture too. We need 5 grams of each. Like this. And then we mix in some of the water too. Approximately 3/4 of the water. And we knead it all together with our hands. I think I'm going to need to roll up my sleeves. You'll see now that the flour isn't all quite sticking together at the moment. So we can add the rest of the water in. You might need a little bit more or a little bit less. But anyway, this stuff here, the stuff in the bowl, it should come out nice and soft and held together and not sticky. If it does go a bit more sticky, try adding in a little bit more flour until it looks like this, a nice soft ball. All we need to do now is to pour some of this here olive oil on the table and then start kneading the ball into it. We should do this for about 5 or 10 minutes until it forms a nice layer on top of it. Don't worry if it gets wet, it'll work itself out eventually. Trust me, I'm Teddy. Once it feels like it's got a nice soft layer over it like mine does here, oil up a bowl and put it into it, like so. Ready? A 1, a 2, a 3. Whoa. Where'd it go? Come back. Come back, please. Oh, there it is. Oh, well, that's nice to know. Now all we have to do is throw a tea towel over it. Where's the tea towel going to come from? Wow, that came out of nowhere. We're practicing magic today. Now that we've put that bowl away in the back, we need to leave it for a good hour or two so it rises. It should go to about double its normal size. During the meantime though, we can grate some cheese. I will not grate this using the power of my mind this time. I will grate it using brute force. Come here, you. Just twist the knob to 200. There we go. Oh, hello, people. I'll just be with you in a second. Ah! Achoo, achoo, achoo. Hello? 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 Sorry. Sorry about that. I just had to set the oven to 200 degrees centigrade. That's what we need to set it to. But one more thing we can do while we're waiting is put our bacon on to cook for a little bit. Remember, only put it on a medium heat. We don't want it to burn. Also, I've lightly coated the pan in oil too, so the bacon doesn't start sticking to it. Now, we need to wait till everything's ready to put together.
1 hour later.
Now that we have waited a sufficient length of time, you can see that our mixture has expanded in the bowl to nearly double its size. What we need to do now is put some flour down the table and beat the hell out of this thing until all the air bubbles are gone out of it. I'll see you in a second once I've hit it. Now that we've got rid of all those pesky air bubbles, I've split it into two so we can make 2 flatbreads. Then we need to hit it with a rolling pin so they're all flat. Come here, you. Die, 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 die. I think we're meant to roll it, not hit it. Roll, 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 roll. One fold out, you should have 2 flatbreads, just slightly bigger than the size of my head. See? Now we can put the flatbreads in the oven. Put them in for 5 minutes, flip them, and then put them in for another 5 minutes. Here we go! Now that both our flatbreads have been cooked for a little while, we can start to top it with cheese. Rather liberally, I might add. Yum. And then we can put the bacon across it as well. Boy, they look nice. But don't stop there. You need to put them back in the oven for another 5 to 10 minutes so the cheese melts and gets all yummy. There we go. Now that they're out of the oven, we can serve them warm to anyone. I have 2. Oh, yum, yum, yum. I'm going to get so stuffed. What can I say? I'm a bear. I'm already stuffed. Ooh, yum, yum, yum.